currently about 5:30, 5:40 p.m. and I thought this week I would take you along to essentially get back into my training routine, because if you've sort of been keeping up with like my vlogs and my videos recently, you'll know that I recently got married. You'll know that James and I recently got married in Bali, and then we spent a couple of weeks in Vietnam. So we've had a few weeks on holidays, which doesn't mean we weren't training, but it does mean that, you know, we're a little bit out of routine. All of last week I took the week off. I thought this week I would take you along to sort of show you how I get back into my training routine and how I sort of get myself not motivated, but get myself back into wanting to train and sort of refreshing my routine a little bit, as well as sort of share a couple of tips and tricks that really helped me. So yeah, this afternoon, I started off with taking Rex for his second walk for the day, and I've used that as a bit of a leg warm up because I'm gonna go for a run now. It's only gonna be a really short run, only about 20 minutes, just to get myself back into the routine because I haven't run for a few weeks. So yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, get ready to head out for my run now. Okay, so I've gotten ready for my run. I just got a headlight on because it's getting a little bit dark out. I want to make sure that I can see, and then I've just got a running headband on, my earphones, a windbreaker because it is so cold outside right now. It's 10 degrees, which is pretty cold. So got that on, then just got my sneakers and my running inserts in my shoes. So I'm gonna go out for my run. So I'll see you in about 20 minutes. All right, so run is done. I ran for 20 minutes. 2.87 kilometers, 20 minutes, 2.87 kilometers. I really stripped back not only the run, because I did 4 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking 4 times. I also really kept the pace down because it is my first run in probably 3 or 4 weeks, and I didn't want to overdo it, not only on my body but also my muscles, because I want to keep training for the rest of the week. So yeah, I just made sure that, you know, kept in control, didn't go too overboard, just getting back into the groove, and it felt really good, except it's freezing outside. Like my nose, don't know if you can tell, but like my nose and my cheeks are like so cold and so red. So yeah, that kind of leads me into one of my biggest tips for getting back into training that really works for me is meet yourself where you're at. So before going on a break, you could have been, you know, lifting really heavy weights or running really far, but after a bit of a break, you know, your body is not really used to where it was before you went on break. So I always find it's good to, you know, drop the weights, reduce the intensity of the runs, you know, run for a little bit less time and distance, and just, you know, ease back into it, because the last thing you want is to overdo it. And not only are you really sore, so you can't really train for the rest of the week, but you could potentially injure yourself because you've gone too hard too fast. So yeah, I highly recommend just easing into it, meet yourself where you're at, and, you know, health and fitness is for your life. So running a little bit faster one day isn't going to do a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, that's probably like my first tip. Now I'm going to drink some water, do a little stretch, and then my next session is going to be the gym in the morning. So I'm going to do an upper body workout. I will see you in the morning. Good morning, it is about 20 past 6 and I'm now on my way to the gym. I was a little bit late to leaving the house today because I was watching the Olympic 200 meter women's freestyle swimming final, so that took maybe like 10-15 minutes out of my morning, but that's okay. It was such a good race, so I'm glad that I watched it. This morning I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go do an upper body session, so let's go. I've just gotten to the office and I thought I would quickly share my second tip of this video in terms of getting back into training, which is plan your workout. So I find it really helpful at the start of the week, either on a Sunday or a Monday morning, to write down what days and what times I want to do my workouts, because it means I can look forward for the whole week and work out what's on my schedule in terms of work and personal life, and then fit my training within that. It's okay to go off how you're feeling, because sometimes you might have put in a gym session but instead you feel like doing a run. Like, that's fine, but at least you have that time blocked out in your week so you know when you're going to train. I find it helps me stay a little bit more accountable in terms of actually doing the workouts, because I put it in my planner, which I use Notion for, so I can also tick it off, which is very satisfying. So I'm not going to train again today. I'll do a little bit of stretching tonight when I get home from work, but I will probably see you in the morning for my next gym session. Good morning. It is coming up to 7 o'clock on Wednesday and I'm on my way to the gym again to do a leg workout. I'm feeling a little bit tired this morning. I probably should have gone to bed a little bit earlier than what I did last night, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just on my way to the gym. Alright, so I am just sitting in traffic on my way to the office, and I thought I'll take this opportunity to debrief on my session and then also give you my next tip for getting back into training after a break. So I did legs this morning, which went pretty good. I've been staying true to meeting myself where I'm at, so not going too hard too soon because I don't want to injure myself, or get too sore and not be able to do sessions later on in the week. My next tip is make sure when you're getting back into training you're really focusing on getting enough sleep. The reason I say that is because you potentially, to get your training back in, have changed up your routine a little bit. You have to get up a little bit earlier in the day, or you have to go to bed a little bit later. Losing that half an hour or hour of sleep that you're used to getting not only makes you more tired during the day, but it also means you can't perform during your sessions as well because you're not as well rested. So I find that when I'm getting back into my training routine, I forget to prioritize sleep. It catches up with me, and then I end up getting more tired, and then I want to miss sessions because I'm feeling like not okay. So I would definitely try and make sure you block out your 7 to 8 hours, 9 hours, like whatever works for you. I find that I need at least 8 hours of sleep a night to be feeling really optimal for my day, not only to train but also for work and just general life. So yeah, that's my next tip. Tonight I didn't get stretching done last night, but I will try and get some in tonight, and then my session for tomorrow will be a run. So I will probably see you sometime either in the morning or the afternoon. I'm not 100% sure when I'm gonna run yet. The weather in Melbourne at the moment is a little bit up and down, so I have blocked out tomorrow to be a run day. I just need to sort of work in with the weather, whether that happens in the morning before work or I do it in the afternoon after work. So yeah, I'll see you then. Good evening. It is Thursday night, and as you can probably tell, I am not in hi little boy. Hi Rexy. I'm not in active wear. I'm in my pajamas in bed, And the reason for that is I decided not to train today. If I'm totally honest, it's that time of the month and it started today. So I decided that it is best for my body just to rest today, and I will get a decent night's sleep tonight and then go for my run tomorrow. So I just shifted my next 3 workouts, which are run and 2 gym sessions, one day back in the week. This takes me to my next tip of this video, which is listen to your body. And if you really need a rest day, if you really need some time off, please let your body rest. It is so important to let it rest and recover so you can come back better and stronger. I think you know within yourself whether your tiredness or your fatigue or your reason for not wanting to work out that day is something that you need to push through, or it's something that you should really listen to, and within yourself you know probably best not for me to work out today. So that's what I did. I decided to not train today, and I will go back to my training schedule tomorrow. So yeah, a very quick update today, but I will see you tomorrow. It is Friday, it is about lunchtime, so I'm using part of my lunch break to go for my 20-minute run. This will be my second run for the week. I'm just going to keep it, again, really light, and just because I'm easing back into training, I'm not going to push myself too hard, just going to see how I feel. But yeah, only planning to run for like 20 minutes again, so it'll probably be about anywhere between sort of 3 and 4 kilometers. So time to go do that. All right, so I'm back from my run. I actually ended up running for half an hour rather than 20 minutes. So I did a 9-minute run, 1-minute walk, and then I did that 3 times. I also ended up running faster and longer than what I thought I would. So yeah, it was like an overall a really good run, and I'm really happy with it. I think my next tip for this video is it helps with your training and getting back into training if you have a goal that you're working towards. So the other night, I registered for my first half Ironman, which I'm going to be racing at the start of next year. So that has added some extra motivation for me to get back into my training routine and something to enjoy. Now, your goal or something that you want to work towards doesn't have to be a race. It can be, you know, aiming for a personal best at a strength thing or a time, or you just want to achieve X distance in running, for example. So yeah, I think setting yourself a goal at the start of like getting back into your training will help keep you motivated and keep you on track to get where you want to be. My next session that I'm going to do this week is going to be a gym session tomorrow morning, so I will catch you then. Good morning. It is Saturday morning and I just got into the gym to do my upper body workout today. I'm actually in a little bit of a rush because I do have an appointment after this, so I'm not going to film the workout, but I will share my tip a little bit later today. So yeah, I'm made it to the gym. It was a little bit of a struggle because James and I went out for dinner with some friends last night and we stayed out a little bit later than what we would have liked, but that's okay. I'm up, I'm here, so yeah, I will share my tip a little bit later. Good afternoon, it's Sunday and I've just finished my final session for the week, which was a leg session. I almost didn't want to come to the gym, but now I'm glad that I've gotten the workout done. Felt really good, except I have a little bit of a niggle in my Achilles, so I tried to back off carbs and those sorts of things, and I'll have a good stretch this afternoon. I didn't give you a tip yesterday, so I thought I would consolidate my tip for yesterday and today, which is when you're getting back into training, be really mindful of your hydration and your nutrition. It's really important to not only fuel your body with micronutrients and macronutrients, but also being really mindful of the amount of water that you're taking in, because you are sweating, you are exerting yourself, so you need to make sure you're replenishing all of those liquids that you're losing throughout your workout. So yes, I try to be mindful. I You usually aim to drink at least 2 liters of water a day, which is, I pretty much aim to finish 2 hydro flasks every day. So yeah, I would say when you're getting back into your training, not only thinking about what you're eating, also what you're drinking is really important. Not to say you can't have cake and chocolate and ice cream and all those sorts of things. Like, it's really important to fuel your soul as well as your muscles and your body, but you want to be able to maximize your recovery and also maximize the amount of energy that you can output throughout your workout. So maximizing your micronutrients and macronutrients through all those good foods, all those whole foods, but then, you know, having that piece of chocolate or whatever you want to eat is really important as well. So I think I'm going to end this week of training and getting back into my routine here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.